Madam Speaker, our economy thrives on competition and freedom. No employer should be able to block their workers from taking a better job. But that's what non-compete contracts do. They strip Americans' freedom to work at the job that's best for them. As a result, workers are losing out on nearly $300 billion in wages every year. Companies stop incentivizing workers to stay because they don't need to. They're stuck. Non-competes also drag down the entire economy, hurting even those of us who aren't covered by them. Everyone is harmed when wages are suppressed, innovation is stifled, and competition is prevented. I'm thrilled that the Federal Trade Commission is ending this toxic practice. Banning non-competes will promote the ideals our country was founded on: open markets, economic mobility, and the right to control one's own life. I commend this effort to make our capitalist economy more fair, free, and prosperous. Madam Speaker, I rise today to sound the alarm on the housing crisis crushing millions of Americans. Skyrocketing rents across the country are pummeling families and squeezing them out of their homes. Let's face it, the rental market is broken and riddled with unfair practices. Unreasonable background checks, crooked screening algorithms, and anti-competitive information sharing are just some of the many obstacles locking renters out from obtaining safe and affordable housing. I'm grateful that the Biden administration announced new actions to increase fairness in the rental market, protect tenants, and make housing more affordable. Rooting out predatory tactics and developing strong guardrails will help prevent future egregious increases in rent. As California's watchdog during the last foreclosure crisis, I know it takes fight to keep families in their homes. I urge leaders across government to stand up for renters. Madam Speaker, I rise to address how our government can address the issues facing our AAPI community. Supporting Asian and Pacific Island Americans requires recognizing the diversity within those communities. Inadequate data limit our ability to serve all Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Federal data on AAPI people fail to capture differences across ethnic backgrounds. Grouping all AAPI people into one supercategory erases important distinctions in cultural traditions and lived experiences. Blunt data instruments cannot produce targeted policy solutions to the dangers AAPI communities face, like hate crimes. In California, anti-AAPI hate crimes are up 177%. But some communities experience these threats more acutely. For example, a recent survey found Vietnamese communities are 38% more likely to worry about hate crimes than other AAPI communities. I'm leading efforts to fund community-based solutions to anti-AAPI hate crimes. But making these tools even more effective requires data that identify at-risk groups. Official data must guide our efforts to keep our AAPI neighbors safe. I yield back.
The chair